Everything about Dex was little. Everything except for his dreams. He wanted to be a hero. He could just see it.
The mighty Dex flew off into the dark and starry night.
Meet Dex, an overzealous dog who narrates his life to make himself seem more heroic. Will his determination and imagination raise him up from an average underdog to pick up the litter? Or will his weaknesses be unmasked in this modern furry tale? Superdog, The Heart of a Hero by Carolyn Buhner. Dex was a little dog. His legs were little. His tail was little. His body was little. He looked like a plump sausage sitting on 4 little meatballs. But being the size that he was, Dex was often overlooked. The other dogs grew tired of waiting for Dex to catch up when they played chase. And eventually, they forgot to invite him at all. No one really seemed to notice Dex, except when Clevis, the tomcat, demonstrated how he could stand right over Dex and not even ruffle his fur. Dex wanted to be a hero, but wanting and being are 2 different things. Dex lived on dreams until one day, after crawling out from under Clevis yet again, he decided
there had to be more to life than gazing at the underside of a cat.
There had to be more to him. If he could be a hero, he would.
Furiously he studied, knowing that everything depended on him. A hero must have strong muscles.
He needed exercise. And lots of it. So he started trotting to the corner and back. He hopped over every crack in the sidewalk. All day long he worked, day after day, even when he wanted to flop on the rug with his tongue hanging out.
The mighty Dex pressed on through wind, rain, storm, and fatigue.
Dex was tired. He was sore. He was working so hard, he almost forgot what he was working for. But one evening, as he dragged himself to bed after his last set of push-ups, he stopped in front of the mirror and flexed. He could feel them. He could see them. Muscles! Ah! Now, Dex didn't just take the stairs. He skimmed them. He could leap over hydrants. He could run like the wind. He felt as if his legs had springs. Bing. Only one thing was missing. Finally, a small brown package arrived. And Dex ripped it open. His hero suit! It was red with a shiny green cape, and it fit like a glove. Oh, he loved the way it felt, and he loved the way he looked, and he loved the feeling he had when he put it on. Dex was ready. So on his first day out in the suit, he noticed a wide-eyed pup trying to cross the street, and Dex sprang into action.
May I help you?
Dex guided the wide-eyed pup across the street and grinned as he stared up at him with his mouth hanging wide open. Wow! It's Super Dog!
Super Dog!
Dex liked the sound of that. Of course, when Clevis saw him,
He just had to comment. Hey, Dex, where'd you get that getup?
Dex was able to ignore Clevis, for the most part. The only time his face got even a little red was when Clevis called out,
Hey, look, everybody! It must be Halloween! Anybody got a treat for Dex?
Dex had to wonder if Clevis saw anything but the suit.
cape as Super Dog raced to the rescue, rescue, rescue.
Dex found a lost kitten. He put out a trash fire. And organized a neighborhood cleanup day. It seemed that now, whenever anyone needed any help, they turned to Dex. And he couldn't have been happier. Late one evening, there was a banging on the door. When Dex opened the door, it seemed as if the whole neighborhood was yipping and yowling in a panic. Oh, hurry, Dex! It's Cletus. He's stuck in a tree. Hurry, Dex! Hurry! Dex raised his eyebrows. It wasn't like Clevis to move enough to get himself into any trouble. In a flash, Dex was ready. As he got closer, he could see that Clevis had climbed up a tree, but it slipped and was now hanging by a single claw on a slender branch.
Help me! I'm slipping!
Dex looked around quickly for something to climb onto, but there were no boxes or trash cans, not even any ladders. Then, Dex looked at the crowd.
Quick! I've got an idea!
He leaped onto the end of the teeter-totter, pushing it to the ground.
On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3!
Dex soared above the crowd, his ears and cape streaming out behind him.
The mighty Dex flew up into the dark and starry night! Night!
He climbed up the tree next to Clevis, whipped off his cape, and tied the 4 corners around the screeching cat.
Jump! Jump, Clevis!
With an ear-piercing shriek, Clevis let go, and the cape parachuted the cat to the ground. Dex took a step back and slid down amongst the cheers of the crowd. It's me, Super Pedal! Yeah, Super Dog! Super Dog!
Super Dog!
Later on, Clevis sidled up next to Dex and whispered,
Oh, hey, Dex, you think I should still be your partner?
Dex looked the big tomcat up and down. It would take a lot of work to turn Clevis into a hero. He could hardly wait.